Hey, YouTube, Jim here. It's been a while, I know. I wasn't feeling well at all. It wasn't COVID. I don't know, it's a combination of medical things I got going on. I don't need to go into it. I'm sorry I haven't been around for a while. Um, I've got one viewer who actually started and did a great job on doing the Mark.5 model. Um, and it's on Woodshop Nerdery. I know I've talked about him before, but I'm going to talk about him again. You need to go to his YouTube channel. He already documented his build, and so I already talked with him and told him I wanted to point you guys over to him so you can see his build videos if you guys are building it. He's the only one that I know of that actually started on the project. So I'm going to point you guys over to him, Woodshop Nerdery. And he's doing a great job. So to move forward with my channel a little bit, it may have been too big of a project to do as a community project, is what I'm starting to see. I don't know. I had a different vision, but it's YouTube, right? So I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on to another project. I'm still going to finish up my model, but I'm not going to video it unless you guys want me to. If I can only go off a comment. So if you want me to move on with that, I will. I've got a lot of parts already cut out, but for now, to make it, where is it? Oh, to make it fun and short, okay, I've got this. So I'm going to build this. It's a fun project. You can go down to the wood store and get it. Here it is, okay, and all you do is add the handle to it. It doesn't come with instructions, but they are online. It's not really thick, It's not really heavy, but it'll be fun. It's kind of like doing a knife build, where you just put the handle on a knife. But for little camping trips and whatnot, this will work good for getting some kindling, start a campfire. So that's what I'm going to do. I've got some old ash here, scrap ash, that we're going to do this with. So the first thing to do is to trace it out. So to do that, I'm just going to take this thing and lay it down on the piece of wood. Okay, and we'll trace this thing, just trace this out, and I will okay, and right about there. I think that's where I'm going to stop. I'm just using a cigar pencil that I turned. It was a kit. It was a fun kit. I like the wide blade because it's easier to keep width away from the edge, so I don't cut too deep. But there we go. Will that show up? Yeah, there you go. You can see the trace now. Okay. So now we'll just get on the bandsaw, cut that out. This looks to be like about 3/4 inch thick. So we're going to use the bandsaw to cut the shape out, and we're also going to, before we do that, we're going to cut this little blank out because we're going to need to slice it down the middle eventually. Okay, we're gonna cut this thing in half. No, I should have used a push stick, I know, but I didn't have one handy. I was going slow and very careful, but you should always use a push stick. Oh, boy. Well, a good amount of sanding here. That's why I like this vise I made. It really is helpful at this height off of the workbench. Would continue sanding the blank. Yeah, I'll show you where we are. So it's coming out pretty nice. It's a camping axe, so it's not like it's going to be a show piece or anything, but I want it to be clean looking. So we'll just keep on sanding away here, kind of clean it up a little bit, and then we'll put a finish on it. I'm not sure yet what kind of finish. Something durable, probably just a polyurethane is probably all I'll put on it. Yeah, new day. All right, you guys, thanks for continuing to watch. Here we go. Got it all done. I used a little bit of stain and then polyurethane. It's really comfortable. So it was a fun project. Not difficult. You could even do it with a hand coping saw if you really wanted to get that done, if you don't have a bandsaw. Or you could use a Dremel tool if you got a Dremel tool. It wasn't really bad, but I'm happy with it. You know, we'll go in the motorcycle camper. That was really why I did it, because it's small enough and light enough. And I did test, it doesn't have much weight to it, you know, it's not really a big time axe. But I did use this to drive some tent stakes into the ground, into some hard ground, and it worked. It was a little bit, it took a little bit more, you know, to drive them in, because there's really no weight behind this thing at all, but it worked. So I figure for what I'm going to need it for, it was a fun project. I hope you enjoyed watching the video, and I'll try to put some more content out here pretty soon. I appreciate every one of you guys. It is fun, you know. It's difficult but fun. I can understand why people try to make money off of this, because it does take a little bit of effort. I'm not into that. Don't even think about it. I'm just showing my shop, and that's really all I'm going to do. So here we are. A little expensive, I guess it was, you know, but at the same time, it's a project, you know, to have fun doing woodworking with your shopsmith. So Again, thank you much. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. I got several projects. I still have projects we never finished from the past, you know, the cabinets for my daughter. I need to use the molder on that. With a tilted table, I think. I need to tilt the table on the Shopsmith to mold the cove that I need, because it's going to be shallow on one end and deep on the other. So I figure, and I don't know because I've not done it before, I figure that might help get me what I need instead of taking like a Dremel tool and carving it in, because I won't be able to get it nice and straight and level. And it's a kitchen cabinet for my daughter, so it should be right. So anyway, appreciate you guys watching. Comments help me a bunch, so that I know where I'm at. So when I watch these analytics, I don't know what I'm looking at, honestly, but it helps me get an idea of what you like to see, what you don't like to see. Thanks, man. Bye-bye.